So I've got this 25 Sea Cat that we've been working on for a real good friend of mine. It's actually a funny thing. He's been asking me to build him this pulpit with a windlass for a couple of years now, and I finally got around to it. I didn't have the time, so I brought the boat up to TJ at TNT. He built me a custom pulpit for the front of the boat. I've got the pulpit and the boat back here at the shop now, and it's time for Dave to install the pulpit so Steve can get the windlass installed, and I can get this boat back to my buddy. He's got a house over in the Bahamas, and he loves to travel back and forth, and he's been waiting to get his boat back so he can go back to his house over there.
So we get this bow pulpit back from TNT. TJ nailed it. I mean, this thing looks like a factory made it somewhere. I mean, I can't believe this guy made this by hand. It's amazing. They went ahead and the boys prepped everything inside and made the mounting for this thing really easy. It was really 4 bolts. We had to get inside up into the bow of the boat to tighten and secure the bow pulpit TJ made, and I was too damn big to fit in there. So I've been asking Brian for somebody a little bit smaller than me, and Austin fit right in the hole, man. He nailed it. It's perfect. Exactly what I've been asking for.
So now that Dave and Austin got the pulpit installed on the bow of that boat, it's time to install the windlass. This is not your typical windlass. The line always gets tangled and mangled all up. You've got to go up there, remove the knots. It's a real pain in the butt. I've been doing some research, and I found this new windlass with the drum-style retriever system. So I reached out to the company, they sent me one to try out, and I'm actually really excited to see how this thing works.
All right, I got this little cat boat that came in, and one of Brian's friends that lives over in the Bahamas, and he needs a windlass on this boat. Well, you know, I'm looking at it. When I first looked at this windlass, you know, I'm thinking the big old spool up on the bow of the boat, but you know, you can actually mount that spool down inside too, but on this particular boat, we did not have the room. It's sitting up on the deck. It's, you know, to some people it may be an eyesore, but you know, this is a Bahama boat. The guy just wants to be able to anchor up, so just 4 mounting holes, real easy. And then a hole to run the wiring through, which I'm going to put a clamshell on top of that and fill it up with caulk so there's going to be no leakage going down. So I got that installed, and then I've already had, the boat was already pre-wired for a windlass, saved a lot of time. What I really like about it, you don't have to worry about it knotting up because this thing spools up and spools down perfectly.
So Steve installed that windlass in no time, and the boat's just sitting out there like it's waiting for something to be done to it, and it's not looking so great. I grabbed Austin, and I told him it's time to buff the boat out. This thing was looking really rough and really shabby, so I want to clean this thing up and get it running nice for him and make it look like a new boat. So after getting the Sea Cat out on the water to test this new windlass system, it was real windy out and we had an outgoing tide. So I was able to drop the anchor in the boat and actually feel and test the full function of it, and it was incredible. I never left the back of the console. I deployed this thing multiple times and it just never failed. It rolled up and spooled right up on the drum without any guidance whatsoever. Not to mention, Steve attached the anchor and the chain with a giant shackle. I didn't have to have any special anchor road made with a braided line going onto the chain so it would feed inside. This thing is just a simple, easy system. I didn't have to lock the windlass in place. I didn't have to lock the line. I didn't have to worry about anything. I just pressed a button and I let go of the button. Being that my buddy uses his boat like a taxi cab, it's pretty much just another tool of the toolbox. He wants to jump on the boat and everything wants to be 1, 2, 3. Now that he's got this windlass on the bow of the boat, he's gonna be able to get it done that much easier. No one's gonna have to worry about getting up to the bow of that boat anymore. His wife's gonna love him for this.